How's it going, everybody? What's going on? I hope everybody's having a blessed year, a blessed day. All right. If you haven't gone outside, do something, especially if you got kids. Take them to the park. Go enjoy this beautiful weather. We do only get it 2 to 3 times a year, so might as well go out there and enjoy it right now because it is beautiful. A little windy, but not too bad like normal. The topic for today is actually going to be something that I'm currently going through and that I've been through. But it is going to be trials. And the reason for that is because the trial that I'm going through right now, it was difficult. I'm not going to lie, it was difficult. I I got to the point where I broke down. I actually did tear up, and I didn't want to live no more. I don't want to live no more because I'm like, all I'm doing is suffering. I'm going through different situations. Every time I recover, something different ends up coming my way. I ask God for help. I end up recovering. I get over the situation, and then something else comes my way, and it always makes you just want to give up and slit your wrist or be done. And and honestly, surrendering and bowing down to God is the most positive thing you could do in those situations, because that's what I did. And I'm not gonna lie, I got to the point where I literally told my mom, man, if I knew I was gonna be living like this after an accident that I got into in 2023, I said God should have just took my life right there and then, instead of me going through everything I had to go through after the accident. And honestly, I regret it. I regret everything I said. I I repent on everything that I said, because after you get over the speed bump, you're like, no, wait. Put on them brakes. Pull the e-brake. I still want to be here. I still want to be alive. I didn't mean what I said. And that's exactly how I feel. And that's because, I visited 3 different hospitals. They couldn't find the situation that was going on. I visited my current doctor, that he's not too bad. He's really, really wise and everything. And just by feeling my spine, he felt that I had slipped a disc. So that was causing my the pain to go into my lower abdominal and also my lower back. So he told me start doing balanced workouts, keeping the weights even. So I started doing that and slowly started going away. Like right after the first day, slowly started going away. Finally, it went away, and I was left with a swollen leg. Now I didn't know what that was. My mom saw it and she's just like, oh man, it's super swollen. That's not good. Let me massage it. So she massages it, and she's all like, oh man, you got a lot of blood like clogged in there, trapped. And she was massaging it, and it was hurting so bad. And she's all like, yeah, it's the blood. It's the blood that's all trapped in one spot. That's why it's hurting. And it is insane because she was massaging it. I took a ride to Cali and back, and the whole time on the ride, I would literally shake my leg, rub it so it could, calm down, so it could swell less, and not be so inflated. And this was going on the whole time, right? After I came back from Cali, that's when my cousin and my sister ended up taking me to the hospital, Saint Martin. And when they did take me there, they ended up doing an ultrasound. Once they did the ultrasound, they I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for the results and everything. I was a little nervous. I was like, man, what's it gonna be? I hope it's nothing bad that will need surgery or anything like that. I'm like, I'm not trying to. I hate hospitals. I don't want to be at a hospital all over again. And later on, the doctor comes in and he goes, so the reason for the swelling is that you got blood clots. He's like, the right leg has a couple of clots and the left leg got one. And I'm like, dang. I'm like, oh man. And I told him at one point, I'm like, so my mom tried massaging it one time. I'm like, I didn't know it was that. I'm like, and sometimes I would massage it too. He right off the bat went, no. What were you thinking? What are you doing? No, you do not want to massage a blood clot. He's like, all that will do is cause it to shoot somewhere else instead of where it's at. And he goes, and it's an even riskier uh, situation where it could go to your heart, to your lungs, or to your brain. He goes, if it goes to your heart, that's a heart attack right off the bat. He goes, if it goes to your lungs, that's like 5 minutes, 5 seconds that you're alive before you collapse and die. He goes, and if it goes to your brain, you end up getting a stroke. He goes, so you do not want to massage a blood clot when you have it. For anybody who has had blood clots, do not massage it. That's something bad. That's something that I learned. And after he tells me that, I'm like, oh man, okay, so what do I got to do? Luckily, uh, not only did I meet a gentleman at the gym that told me about a whole bunch of natural supplements. I'm talking about beetroot gummies, ginger root, turmeric, to lower the swelling, multivitamin that has different vitamins in there. I'm talking about so much vitamins that are natural that I'm pretty sure that those are not the only thing helping out right now too. I think it has to do a lot with the blood thinners that doctor prescribed me. So I'm on blood thinners. I've been taking blood thinners, and currently I'm praying and I'm not giving up. I put my gloves back on and I'm just like, all right, life, you trying to take my life again? Let's go. Then I'll give you a round six. Because this is the sixth time that life's been trying to take my life after the accident, and I'm like, I refuse to give up. I refuse to lay down my gloves. I refuse to throw the white towel in. I'm not gonna just sit around and wait for something to happen and to go wrong and not end up trying. And yeah, that's the main reason for this topic, because what I'm trying to say is everybody goes through different trials, whether it's you knock up the wrong lady, you end up with the wrong guy, you end up losing a job, you end up breaking a leg, you end up breaking an arm, you end up crashing into somebody, you end up not having enough for the rent, you end up, seeing your kid go through something traumatic. All these things are trials in life that everybody deals with different ones in their life. Everybody ends up going through different ones in their life. And nobody's life is perfect. So you can't always blame yourself and think like, why me? Why do I gotta go through this out of everybody? Yeah, I'm talking about it like that because that's how I felt. I'm like, out of everybody that could have gone through these situations, I'm the one going through it. I'm the one suffering. I'm the one literally not living happy because this sucks. And it put me in the worst mindset that I hate being in, because I'm a positive person. I'm a happy person. And when these things come my way, it makes me feel like giving up. It makes me feel like killing myself, which that is not the mindset to have or to be in, because you got to know that there's way more life for you to live, that there's way more things for you to do in this world, on this earth, and that God is always going to be there to support you and to help you no matter what. And that's the main thing, that at the end of the day, God, you always got to reach out to God, because whether you believe or you don't, he's always going to be there, and he's always going to try to help you out, try to help you out of that situation that you got yourself into. And somehow, some way, I know that I got myself into this, or maybe he probably knew that I was going to go through this again. And that's exactly why in the accident of 2013, I was in coma 3 months, like I say. But so I don't remember. But my sister said that in that certain moment that I had I got a blood clot because I wasn't moving. So I got a blood clot. She said that they opened me up and that they put a filter inside my system. So I think that was God's protection. And I'm saying that was God's protection because this time around, all those massages that we did before we even found out it was a blood clot, that's why it didn't shoot up to my lungs, to my heart, or to my brain, because of that filter. That filter would break out the blood that was going past it. So that's what I'm saying. You never know how God works. Little do you know that in the past, since the very beginning, he said, okay, they're going to put a filter inside this guy, but that's just going to protect him from future ones that he's going to have, that he's not going to know if it's a clog, and he's going to end up massaging it or doing something he's not supposed to do, that's going to end up having him to die. And that's what I'm saying. You never know how God works. and he works in mysterious ways. But I am so glad that he ended up telling or giving doctors the idea of putting a filter inside me, because that filter ended up saving my life. And regardless, as far as I'm going right now, um, I can't wait to get out of the situation because I am currently still going through it. My leg is a bit swollen, but I'm on my vitamins, I'm on my blood thinners, and like I said, I'm still wearing my bracelet that they put on me in the hospital. And that's because in my mindset, I'm thinking life is it tried to take my life again. It's currently trying to take my life. Once my leg's back to normal, the blood clots are gone, and I get the diagnosis that they're gone. At that point, I'm chopping this off, and I'm like 6-0. Let's go, 6-0, baby. Stay up with the videos. Go ahead, comment down below, like. You guys already know what's up, right? And keep up with the videos, baby. Monday motivations are back. Anthony out.